Welcome back for a special edition of the Power Play Show with the hockey coach guru, Coach FRENCHY, directly from the Sunshine State in Florida. Yes, the Power Play is back tonight. If you are someone follow the Hockey Nation Live show for a couple of months ago, we know during the off season we removed the warm-up show at 5 o'clock and we have a show at 9 o'clock every night, Monday to Friday, with the Power Play Show. We have all the kind of different things we talk about usually. And at the end of the show at 10 o'clock p.m., we have the FRENCHY quiz, where it became really popular from you guys. And we're going to be back tonight with 5 questions at the end of the show at 10 o'clock p.m. for the FRENCHY quiz. But tonight, it's first of all, it's an all-star game weekend. The NHL have no game from tonight until until Monday night. So I'm going to be very quiet as the live stream play-by-play. But we're going to be around for the next couple of days, going to produce a couple of videos. And tonight we want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, where it's about my plan for the Habs. I became again Ken Hughes as the Director General Manager of the Montreal. What I will do if I was him on his shoes at that moment. And I'm going to share it with you. But the key behind this is not only me, it's you. You have to tell me if I'm right, if I'm wrong, or you tell me what do you think about this, what it will be your suggestion, what will be your own plan for the Montreal Canadiens. That's what we're at that moment. So we're not take a couple of days right now talking about the Montreal Canadiens. So we know I do a series called the Let's Talk Habs. I produce a couple of videos during the week. So this is the one part I'm going to do tonight. And I'm going to talk about, of course, the Montreal Canadiens. Hopefully you have an amazing, great Thursday. And hopefully you are not too much in the path of the storm if you live in USA. Many states, I think 25 states of USA are right now under the storm, a snowstorm, a start from Texas. Over 6,000 flights was canceled today in USA. So it's not really a day for traveling. It's a day for watching the Hockey Nation Live show. So we thank you, everybody. The first thing we want to ask you, please, you have to do our homework. Come on, coach, not homework. Yes, you have to do your homework because you have to click right here. Oh, at the bottom of the screen. Or I can go that way over there. All right, at the bottom of the screen, you can click on the likes. That'd be awesome. That will increase us to have more viewers. And that's the only way we can become better as a subscriber, as a YouTube channel. So thanks for joining us. I have a couple of players, players. Maybe you are players. Show up tonight. I can't wait to talk to each one of you. Like we do at the beginning, we welcome everybody. And the first thing to welcome, let's start with the bottom of the bottom. And we're going to all the way up. Mr. Jose Duarte under the snow in New York. Welcome at the Hockey Nation Live Show house tonight. Can use his Lex letter. Ronnie Odette, OMG, Ronnie Odette, directly from Quebec City. First of all, Ronnie, I don't think so. I saw you around before the beginning of the 2022. So I wish you an amazing, great, best year of your life, 2022. To be great. And hopefully you are ready to rock and roll. So far, everything is well with you. My first plan, Weber gave back to the C. The C is for someone. This is with the team. I was going to talk about this also. The situation with Shea Weber at some point. Mr. R.J. Calabro is back in the house. We have Mr. Ron with Kings 20, also directly from Utah, is in the house. Oh, from Montreal, the fans. Ilyu Biancucci is in the house tonight. Ilyu was one of maybe the top 20 at the year ago, 18 months ago when we started the YouTube channel. Ilyu, it was one of them start with us. So glad to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. Everything is well with your family and everybody around you. Luke Simpson is in the house tonight. Luke Simpson, welcome aboard. Mr. Inotap, the insider collaborator of every show at 5 o'clock p.m. Monday to Friday under the warm-up show. Welcome back, Mr. Inotap. And of course, Hallie Saint-Martin, she's in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us tonight. Of course, the collaborator, moderator, insider of the Vegas Golden Knight is back with us tonight. Adam Berger is in the house. I was expect to see Adam right now with a short video on the street of the Las Vegas and looking around the NHL players and jumping from one casino to another casino. And for the Planet Hollywood, for the Billy Joe, for I don't know, the New York maybe, or the MGM. I love the MGM because you cross the street, you have a Hooters right there on the... That's another story, I can talk about this. But yes, I know the Hooters in Vegas. Zep Le Cav is back with us in the house tonight. Let's go. USA woman. Yes, she was out. It's done for the year. Adam for the Olympics. Adam Brianna Decker. Dixon Automotive Group back in the house tonight. And that's what I have so far. Let's go back down a little bit more down. And the same for you, Coach. Have a great year. Thank you so much, Ronnie. I appreciate it a lot. Mr. Andy Kuivula in the house tonight. Las Vegas Boulevard is closed tonight for All-Star Weekend. Exactly, Adam. So you go around, you walk around, and you're going to meet a lot of players around with management, everything like that. I'm sure if they're close to the Billy Joe, if the events is over there, so I'm sure they are over there. That would be the best thing to go tonight if I was in Vegas. Let's start it with Mr. Johnny Golden. Welcome back, Mr. Johnny. I usually say Johnny Golden, but now we're going to start right away. So let's talk in a bit about your question. By the way, before I make the plan, if you tell that you have any question, I will not forget each one of them. I'm going to answer to each one of your questions. It's a QA, and we talk about the Montreal Canadiens. So don't be hesitate to give you your question. That's the reason we don't have anybody for the Montreal for the Toronto Maple Leaf fans right now. That's just kidding about that. Let's start it with Johnny Golden. First question of the night. Same to me, Jose. Well, it's not the same thing. Good you see Martin coming to Montreal? The answer is no. Why you said no, Mark? He is a great, yes it is. He is really involved with the Anaheim Ducks. They signed Pat Verbeek, but he got a promotion with the team last season. With the Anaheim Ducks, and he was on the interviewing process for the Ducks, but he's really high consideration over there. And the Anaheim Ducks refused the permission to the Montreal Canadiens to talk to him the last couple of weeks ago. So they want to talk to him. Obviously, he cannot. I don't see the move. He's been in California for many years, so honestly. Not many connection with, of course, walk around, whatever it is. So I don't see Martin Maiden with the Montreal Canadiens about that one. I'm going to the Fan Fest today, so that's a great thing to do, Adams. That's a good initiative to learning and meet a lot of people over there. Hey, Johnny, here we go about that. Eamon Nadi is in the house. Welcome aboard. The St. Louis Blues won a great team, and I think the St. Louis Blues are the top 8 team in NHL. They have a really great year so far, and very impressive for what they accomplished since the beginning of the year. And they battle right now for the top 4 and the Central Division. A great team for sure. How much cap do you think we clear? That's a great question, honestly. Dixon, because we don't know yet. I cannot have a difficult year. It's difficult for me to tell you the amount. We don't know who is going to leaving, who is get there. Of course, they are over salary cap right now with Price and Weber on the long-term injury. I believe, and I can announce to you, Sean Weber, I would be surprised he returned in NHL. I think this is over. So that clear right now, about $7.85 million. But it's not changed anything. He's not on the salary cap because he's on long-term injuries. It's not changed anything. Montreal have a lot of bad contract. That's what, thank you so much, Marc Bergevin. So they have to figure out how they're going to turn around about that one. I'm going to explain to you how they can put some front player left and right if they want to clean up some contract for sure about that. Edmonton Oilers has not asked for his rate. So I don't know if someone answered to you at the bottom here, but Ron with Kings, first question, great question. Yes, he requests in December after a meeting with the management of the hockey to leaving or request for a trade. He gave him already a 15 team is looking for to get trade, and the Montreal Canadiens is right now looking if they can have a match with someone for Jeff Petrie. He is really go around Dallas and Detroit Red Wings at that moment if he will be traded at some point. So that's what happening about that one around NHL. Rankin is actually this ask for a trade going back to last another for such just keep quiet. How can Caulfield have big series last year and his year is not NHL player? I know today the reason. It's because yes, fun factors. I will say to you, Ronnie. One factor is maybe his confidence, is how he does not believe on himself right now. Pass the puck too much, don't shoot the puck enough, and he does not have that kind of the same confidence he had last season. Secondly, he played against the best players this season. We talk about, yeah, but last year was Suzuki with 240. Yeah, but that line was not, again, the best. It was used the line of Dano, example, a Gallagher play again the best player for opponent team, and the Suzuki was play again second and third line. That will open up a little bit more Cole Caulfield about that one there. And then thirdly, it's just the chemistry, and he lost the way where he have confidence before. He cannot put the puck in the net. He would take a couple of game goal before that. What we do with him at that moment, if Deschamps does not give him a 16-minute per game, I think he should be back in Laval for the rest of the year. Yeah, no problem with that. It's another player to develop. Takes about 2-3 years before you develop a player like him. So it will be unfortunately the way to do that. Amen. Pas de problème. Vegas is in trouble with the cap. Yes, at some point they are, but they're going to figure out what to do with at some point. So they were going to make a trade with another partner, like another team, to open up $5 to $7 million. I believe I don't have it in front of me, but that we have to open up a forward. Anyway, they have an extra forward. So a player like Marchessault, Dadonov, or Smith have to go. Dadonov is really the one I believe they should send because you have better connection between Carlson, Smith, and Marchessault. The problem there is Smith become a UFA. How much he get? I don't know. But it would be interesting if they can trade Riley Smith. That's the biggest thing about that one over there. And I'll tap Ed McMahon. Coach, I was reading Richie Clifford and Lindgren, maybe, I don't know. I did not know that. I was reading something yesterday saying never ask him. Yes, he did about that. Thank you so much. Amen. Coach was reading that. Send him to KHL about Jeff Petrie. About this. Would you send Caulfield down for the rest of the year or play him more now in Montreal? Again, I think I respond without seeing your question. I would say to you, if you don't play him the top 9, I will send him back at Laval. And me, I will send him more at Laval. Why are you going to do that? Because that will give me to see what it looked like Pitlick. I will see maybe another forward like Poland, maybe another one, and what they look like to be shown next season. We know with Caulfield, we're going to have him. But I want to see what Pitlick, what he looked like, Likonen, right? Armia, all those kind of players. Can we stay with them or not? And that would be the reason why I would say Caulfield. Caulfield played 20 minutes in Laval, develop, score, everything like that, get confidence, come back, and then see from that part of there. I'll be my suggestion at that moment. Coach, do you see Caulfield going back to Laval the rest of the year, a little bit the next season? I think I just answered to you about that one. Coach, what do you think, like Richer Caulfield went to American, what do you do that about? How do you do that to do that? All right. So one thing happening right now, guys, is the taxi squad is out now. At the end of the weekend, they removed the taxi squad. So the extra player they have from 23 or 22 to 26 are going to be down in American Hockey League, whatever they want to send them. That's the situation with the taxi squad. Why? Because the protocol COVID-19, they don't have to get testing every day. The last one, it was yesterday, and Ovechkin got a COVID-19. Here's the last one. Start next week. Every player with mild symptoms, and they are, whatever they are positive, and they're not going to be testing every day, can play hockey now. So they removed that kind of the rules happening. So no taxi squad. You're going to see change the next couple of days. Example, like you mentioned, Jose about strength players going to be down, and say about that. You can see Montreal starting to do that. Sent down a couple of players the last week, and it's going to happen more and more. See what happening with the injury list, everything like that. No more taxi. Here we go. Dallas Star. Amen. Coach, who do you think will be the best winger for skate the second half of the? He need to match up with Dufouli. That's our first recommendation. Match Dufouli and Zuski together. That the duo. Now the third one, I will looking for the players I'm looking for next year to see what he put well together. The second thing they try to do right now, they put Likonen on the maybe trade bait because they show him, they give him on the first line. Is it Likonen the right one with them? Who knows? What about Likonen stay with them until end of the year and he got 20 points in the next 40 games? Maybe he's the one. So I will try to do duo. Suzuki to fully. And right now they try Likonen. He looked like good so far, but we'll see. But that's the way I would do it, Roger. And I will go like this: line number 2, line number 3, and line number 4. And then you patch up your line with the third winger about that one over there. Are there any Laval player you will bring up for the rest of the season in our tap? Not really. The reason why now at that moment we are packed. And now it's coming right now. Armia is coming back. Peru's coming back. So the list is going to be really full about that one there. So you have nobody also at the bottom. You still have Dauphin in the team. And the only one really for me, if I want to give him a testing, is just see Ellenin about that one there. On the defensive side, I think over there they have two players they're looking more. Frey Brother and Brooks. Brooks is back now for his injury. But I think for Frey Brother, what a check last night, by the way. If you see the check, go check the game, Laval Rocket. He make a Romanov check last night. I think he will stay at Laval for the rest of the year. But that would be my only thing right now, is to figure out what we have right now for what they look like for the upcoming season about that. Hey coach, à ma ici, votre journée off. Pas super, ça a très bien été. J'ai eu deux vidéos à faire. Donc, on s'est bien reposé à la piscine. Thank you, Evan. Renaud, many good Laval young defensemen. I agree with you about that one over there. You're going to see the list I'm going to provide to you the next couple of minutes about this one. Montreal will be very different next season since a lot of expiring contract there. On the contract, Renault, they don't have a lot on the UFA. You have only Kulak and Chariot. They are the only two at the end. Now they have a few players like Likonen is a RFA. Dauphin is maybe another one. But as the major players like Drouin, Toffoli, or Anderson, Gallagher, everything like that, they are all signed up for next season. That's why it's a bit hard for the new management to make some decision about that one or that. They have to always control their break. I think every time Montreal get a goal for now on, we use an attack my way song. That'd be funny about that one over there. Main girl hockey is back in the house. Long time we don't talk to you. Thanks for joining us tonight. That'd be great. If you want to have a headache, the song of My Way from Inner Tap is going to be on the American Got Talent or The Voice the next couple of minutes, couple of weeks. Good night, Coach. Igor Pereira is in the house. Welcome aboard. I just tried to looking for the jump. Oh, we have You Are Awesome. Miss Kelly back in the house. Hopefully you're doing well. Whiteman, yeah, so you talk about the secondary players, right? The Whiteman and Glagus, so it's not for me major play players, so that's what the reason I will not mention them. Renault, about that one, they just signed a contract. You can go with Paquette, Perrault, also about that one over there, if you go that way. Romanov is a RFA, if possible. Kulak is a UFA. Yep. Denis Rodrigue, welcome back in the house tonight. Hopefully you're doing well, Denis. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Roger, long time. Home is missing you today. Hi, Roger. Everything say hi, everybody. So that's where we're at right now. First of all, we need to be sure we click on the likes. That would be awesome if you can do that. That'd be great. Yeah, I know who are they tonight. I'm going jumping right away on the Habs situation. Everything on that. Let's talk about Habs, and I'm going to talk about. And again, you're going to, if you have any questions or any time I'm talking, please ask so I can talk about this, everything like that. Cold, beside Muppet, do you see any other bad apple on the current team? Not really. Like, very bad like he is, not really. You can see by the behavior, everything like that. He's really the one, he's really unhappy at the inside of the team. For what we can see, what we can hear. Around in French connection on the French side and the English side, I don't see anybody else really in our top or really in bad situation. All right, let's move on for the first one. All right, my plan or what I would suggest for the Montreal Canadiens, Josh Molson, if he had heard me, I wish he could, and I would not charge him a lot of money. It would be a plan for 3 years or 5 years. It all depends what we're going to do. And the problem to retool, and Hughes doesn't want to use any words like retools, rebuild, and whatever AR. He doesn't want to use that one with it. And I can understand now why he does it. Because they are stuck with money, with salary cap. And until they are stuck, it will be really difficult for them to make a lot of a splash or on its fund ways, UFA trade, or any other, or prospect, everything like that. So that would be very important for them. So for me, it all depends how we move the cone on the board, on the play game, because it depends what you trade and how much money we have and what we can do, what we cannot do. The salary cap are increasing at that moment from the meeting we got with the governor and NHL. $1 million for the next 3 years. The year number 4, it would be a jump about $5.8 million. That's what we heard. That's what we expect. So the Montreal Canadiens right now have to play about 3 to 5 years. The word patient, I put this there bigger than anything else, because I want you understand right now with me, we need to be patient. And during the process, I'm going to talk about this tonight. The word patient have to be there. Because if you are not patient, it will not make a great plan. And sometimes we have to be patient to get the best of the best. So we have to be sure we go that way with them. Michael Robinson, welcome aboard. So that's what we have, the first one over there. So the second one over there. My plan for the Habs for the upcoming year. All right. So for the upcoming year, so season 22-23, I'm going to jungle a little bit, moving left and back and forth. But for next year, in July, I still keep Carey Price and Jake Allen. At that moment, I have Montembeault, goaltender number 3, and Primo Continus is developing in Laval. I don't change anything at that moment. So my point to you, I don't make any trade deadline with Jake Allen, with Carey Price. I stay what I have right now at that moment until July. And then from July, we're going to know more about Carey Price. We don't know if he's returning, he's not returning or not. If you don't have no goaltender. And the reason why you keep Price and Allen, you need leadership inside the team. You need people with veterans, and they have experience about that. So we don't have those kind of experience right now, leadership inside that team, that we're helping that locker room a little bit better at long term and not at short term right now at that moment. So season 2022-23, I don't change anything at that moment because Carey Price just told me I'm going to be a goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens, and Jake Allen have one more year at $2.4 million, and it's not hurt my salary cap at that moment. So I go that direction with him at that moment. Patient, not me. I want blood. I want massacre, starting with Charm about that. Saint Charm, the guillotine. I'm not cap friendly now. Money is a RFA next season. Romanov is a RFA. Yes, Mingel. I'm sorry. I'm a call. Okay. Rose close. Not up. I have naturals. All right. So on that plan right now, I'm not talking about the Charm a lot. All right. So I want to be sure you understand what's going on. Let's move on to the next one with that. And now we're starting to looking a little bit different ways at that moment. The plan for the Habs on the defenseman, that's what we have right now. I'm going to disappear for a couple of seconds, or I can move myself right here. All right. We have Petrie, Savard, Whiteman, Chariot, Edmondson, Romanov, Kulak, Glag. All right. Niku is back down, and I don't take any other defensemen. That's what we have right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defensemen. Who I keep for next season? Savard, Chariot, Edmondson, Romanov, and Glagu. Now, Glagu is all depends what's going happening with other defensemen as a prospect, everything like that. And it's not a part of my major, but at least I keep him here at that moment. The Romanov, I keep him. The Edmondson, I keep him. I keep Chariot. Yes, I keep Chariot because I need leader. I need leadership inside that team. I don't have leadership at that moment. I have to start with Savard. The contract is there. I'm stuck with the contract. I'm not going to be traded. He cannot be traded at some point. So I need to keep Chariot. I think I can sign Chariot below $5 million. I can give him a contract at $3 to $4 million, 4 years, and that will be give back over there. So that will give me a solid defenseman over there. All right, I'm going Edmondson also. That's number 2. Then I have Romanov, number 3. My left defenseman is strong at that moment. I'm talking to you at that moment. Now, my right defenseman, we have problem, Watson. We have to figure out something here. We are only Savard. Savard in my book is the defenseman number 5 and 6, the third pairing defenseman. So we need to find number 1. We need to find number 2. I need money. All right. So that's what we at that moment over there. I'm consistent, real, everything like that. Coach, what is your fair trade for Petrie look like? At least a prospect and a second round pick earlier if I can get about that one over there. That would be the Petrie. Petrie have some value in NHL. Petrie have better value about this. You cannot give Petrie for nothing. That's not help the Montreal Canadiens. You don't have no right defenseman. So if you want to go and to learn, I understand the situation with him. I understand he is bad and everything like that. I can understand that. But you don't go to give him for give him. You need to get something in return. You need to be sure the value of Petrie represents something in NHL. And we have to get the best of that one over there. You never give in NHL in any moment someone like Vegas did with Fleury. It's sad. Vegas could get something solid in return for Fleury. but he just gave away. But Montreal cannot do that with Jeff Petrie. Petrie has value more what everyone here inside the locker room, inside that chat room right now thinking is. They have a more value of what you can get in return about him. And that's what we have to go of that with him about one. Oh, thank you, Michael. Can I say, what do you contract with Romé look like at Sabres or 2 years like PK got a $9 million? Renault. So you got the Michael, good for garder Kulak. Not really Kulak. The problem with Kulak is because he have already $1.8 million. He's going to request at least $2.5 to $3 million. Secondly, is a left defenseman. Thirdly, I have about 6 people in the box behind me right now waiting to play in NHL as my prospect. I have Caden Cooley. I have Fairbrother. I have Iris. I have Strobel. I have many others right now. Norlander. So Kulak don't give me anything. If I do that, I just push everybody out right now. And because he's a left defenseman, it does not help. So go get a late pick for Kulak, and that'll be fine. We don't need Kulak anymore because we draft and draft and draft. That's what would be my plan about Kulak over there. He's a defenseman number 6, and we don't need this. I prefer to develop Romanov at Kulak. Kulak does not bring anything anymore for what we're looking for in the future. Yeah, Kelly, I hope it's better. All right, no way, Kelly. All right, so anyway. Good night, Nicolas. Renault. Piqué signed for 2 years at 5.7 and 19. So that's why I was not remember Renault about that one there. I think it's a little bit too much, Renault, at 5.7. First of all, he's 22 years old. And also is a defenseman 5 and 6, maybe 4. So if you can get him below $4 million at 3 years before he become a UFA, you absolutely great with him. So he's turned 23. He's going to be 24, 25, 26. He become a UFA after that. And with the money we have, we cannot put him more money at over $4 million. We're going to struggle after that. We're going to have anybody. Romanov is not a defenseman top 3 in NHL at that moment. He's not accountable right now to play that level. Sign him around 3.5. That would be amazing for 3 years. That would be awesome about that one over there. And on top, going to bring Kelly. Okay, Fairbrother and ready for the NHL. I don't think so. They are Fairbrother and Ajax. I wish Fairbrother can taste a little bit the NHL. All right. On the Ajax, I think he would take him 2 or 3 years in our tap to be in NHL. He would never jump Ajax from the OHL to NHL. It's too hard, and it would be too hard to go permanently about that one over there. Kulak Clay, $1.8 million. That's a good point about that one over there. Josh Brush continue to develop and have a good camp next season. Could be sick with Montreal. That's the one we have. Like is really the one I believe is how I can say that missed completely a year and push back is really my wild card on my situation for him, and that would be what I would be really caution about him. We're going to see how he's going to react at Johnny for the next couple of weeks. Now he's back on the lineup. Will be interesting to check him. 5.7 total, so that's true. That's under 3 a year, Renault. All right, so I apologize. I thought it was per year about that one over there. So I get some more year. Romy only for 3 max. Yeah, I agree with you. Josh Harris Laval is if he sign. Yes, I think his physicality could be a problem at the beginning for Jordan Harris. I think it will be what is going to happening about that one over there for him. I don't see any rookie other Caden Cooley could jumping in NHL at that moment right now. I don't say it's confirmed, but I think Cooley is really the only one I can see at that part of there. Now, you can see those NCAA at the end of the year, they sign contract and they can start right away. I don't know Montreal can do that with Jordan Harris when he's done with Northeastern and March this year. Sign contract, play the rest of 3 weeks with Montreal Canadiens, or he can go to Laval Rocket. That would help a lot the Montreal Canadiens if they can do that. Now, maybe they don't want to burn 1 year on the ELC, but he does not burn if he go to Laval. So that would be one about that one over there. I will resign Paseda. Me too, Bergie. About that. The next one over there is my plan for the Habs for what I'm doing to do with the defensemen. So what I was trying to trade is Petrie, Whiteman, and Kulak. And I don't want to give you our Petrie and Detroit. I'm getting Zadina. That's the trade bait, the people talking over there. I'm not sure they will do that. Detroit are really cautioned to give a prospect. They try to go all the way to squeeze and to smash the citron on each players. That's why they are successful, because they believe the kids can develop better. It's rare they give away a prospect they draft at young age. It's been like this Detroit for years. So Petrie for Zazina, that would be a great trade for Montreal. I don't know they are willing to do that. They talk about connection with Glenberg and Dallas. I don't know why Dallas will go with Petrie. Now, the only thing I would say to you, they go that way because they want to drop the salary. They cannot afford to pay Glenberg as $8 million for 8 years, because that's what he's looking for, Glenberg. He's 29, turned 30. That bring him at 38 at $64 million is too much. And Glenberg should be about $56 million on my salary cap. But Petrie, his name is with Dallas. Otherwise, I didn't hear anything else. And I don't know you did or not, but that's what. Whiteman is a giveaway. I just gave it. He maybe finished the year with Montreal Canadiens. It's not hurt me. I need a right defenseman anyway, so he can stay with us. He less $1 million, drop my salary, I'm good about. Kulak, I believe you can get a 5, a 6, or 7 round pick and return. And that will be something I will do, try to catch before the trade deadline. That will give me an extra draft pick. And I don't want Kulak anymore anyway on my team. So that would be the way I will do with that one over there. Rumor coach Toronto and Montreal will be trade partner. This was mentioned a couple of days ago about that one. They talk maybe Chariot and Toronto. I don't understand Toronto why they will get Chariot. The only way I can see that, and I don't understand, they maybe trade back Justin Hall is a right defenseman. They need right defenseman in Toronto. Now again, they gave up on Muzzin to drop their salary cap. Oh, that's possible, because Muzzin have a bigger salary cap versus Chariot. But now they don't fix everything. They drop their money. They have $2 million possible more in their pocket to get a right defenseman and maybe get a forward for deep, everything like that. But to bring Chariot over there, they have to have something bigger behind that one over there. And they cannot trade Matthew Nice or Robinson in return for Chariot. They have no money. So for me, I don't see Toronto can do that. I don't see Toronto do that. Whiteman clear 750. Yes, Dixon at the end of the year completely. New York PD trade bait for Petrie for Grazel. The problem with Enarta with that one over there is they are set up already on the right defenseman. They have Adam Fox at $9 million next year. They have Trouba at $8 million next year. And after that, they have also the rookie Schneider over there and Longvis over there. I don't see Petrie is a good match for the New York Rangers on that one over there. Petrie class 6.25, but you have to get something in return at some point, Dixon. I back. Thank you, RJ. Hey, not. What is Chariot? He will resign at Montreal for $7 million. I give him $3.5 million over 2 years. Absolutely right, Andrew. You did it right away. I will give him right now, and I will give him tonight at the hotel, at the motel, I will give him free wings at the Hooters for the year as $3.5 million. That's what he got right now. He's looking for $4 million, $4 million at 3 to 4 years. I'm sure he's looking at a deal between $15 to $20 million. That's what he's looking for. At least that's what I'm thinking. Total, we clean up much. They do that. Keep about that one there. I coach too much for Chariot. Not allowed, Michael. About that one over there. At that 7.5, I think is. I thought it was for two. It was not per. Michael Robinson, I think it's not per year. It's for the full amount of the total contract. That's the way I interpret that one over there. Nat, hopefully doing well. I know you are busy this week. Thanks for sharing. Natalie, she shared me a picture, unbelievable, at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was pretty cool. All right, so need two right defensemen guy. Why you talk about this, coach? Because as a rookie guy, I have Norlander, I have Cooley, I have Fred Brother, I have Harris, I have Brooks. Is a right defenseman. Now I'm not talking about others and the prospect. Yeah, Schumann. Then you have also Strobel over there. That's two more, and I can go that list a little bit more. That gave me right now possible to trade for something better as a right defenseman. I don't say which one right now. That I have a set on my hands to trade one of my prospect over there. That's why Jordan Harris, if you don't sign with Montreal Canadiens, is going to be trade for his right at Boston or at New York Rangers. Expect that. But my problem, guys, with you right now, we don't have no right defenseman. And the money is tight. So we have in the trouble, Watson, here. So we hope Brooks can become better. But Brooks Savard is the same level of pairing defenseman. So we need to find something. And Petrie, for right now, is my only solution. If I don't trade him, he need to be. But I don't like, he want to get out. So Petrie is not my solution anymore. So Whiteman, unfortunately, he will be maybe possible, but that was not helping my situation. So we need to looking for two right defensemen. Hold this on your head at that moment over there. Chariot won a term. Renault explain a little bit more. Okay, don't feel bad. I'm good. Took off tomorrow to celebrate my birthday. Is it your birthday, Natalie, tomorrow? Nathan, you know, happy birthday, Natalie, Roger. Happy birthday, Nat. Thank you, Roger. Adam, trait Hoffman, Claire 4.5. About that one over there. Here we go. Let's go, everybody.
Happy birthday to you.
Nat Lafont.
Birthday to you.
Nat Lafont.
Birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nat. Happy birthday, Nat Lafont. Here we go. I'm sorry about that. That's what happening about this. We are more important. It's not the player from Montreal. It's our people in the chat. So that's what we at that moment. Happy birthday. That's nice about this. McKinnon is a UFA after next year. Montreal could offer him $12 million a year, much like New York Rangers signed Panarin for 11.1. Gordon was GM. That's a great comments about this. The problem with that, Andrew, is the Colorado Avalanche will sign him before he get that kind of signature. He will stay in Colorado. That kind of player does not go. Panarin, he was in Columbus. He want to leave. McKinnon wants to stay in Colorado. That's the difference between that one over there. At that moment also, Montreal maybe don't have that kind of money. The Montreal have money in 4 years only. So they have to hang in there at that moment about that one over there. And for you, Dixon, for Mike Hoffman, possible at some point. I feel like Mike Hoffman should be with the Pittsburgh Penguins at some point. So that's the solution for now for the forward defenseman. What's next, coach? My plan for the Habs. Now, I'm going to move myself on the right side. Here we go. All right. Now, you have name there or not there. All right. I understand. One I want to keep for next season. Suzuki, Toffoli, Anderson, Caulfield, Evans, Likonen. They are my 6 players I want to get. Wait a minute, what happened with Dvorak and Hoffman and Perrault and Poland and Dauphin and Pesada and Paquette and Armia and Biron and Gallagher? They're all there for trade. I don't say I trade them. I don't say they will not come back. But this is the player I want to be sure they are on my team next year. The Suzuki, the Toffoli, the Anderson, the Caulfield, the Evans, and the Likonen. That's the team I want to build with that part over there. With this, with all the players I'm talking about, I want to be sure I can find a great center. And I want to be sure I can find 2 wingers. Then after that, I need 4 more forwards. So all the names I'm talking about, the Dvorak, the Hoffman, the Armia, the Biron, the Gallagher, the Drouin. I'm 6 right now. And I'm not talking about Paquette, Perrault, Dauphin, and also Pesada. So maybe I don't need too much long winger, maybe 1. But I need to be sure I'm going to find a center. I need a center. So that would be my request for that part of there. My center could be my UFA. It could be my draft pick. It could be Shane Wright. I don't know. But I just need to see about that one there. That gave me a little bit more freedom to make some trade at some point if I have to. That would give me a little bit more money because I need to be sure I find a right defenseman on the UFA. I need a right defenseman. So we need money to get that guy at $8 million. Here we go. Nat keeps spell checking. Michael, I'm over 50. I'm about to look 40. You want Montreal to resign Likonen? Yes, I want to keep Likonen with the Montreal Canadiens. That's the tired of players. He gave a lot on the team. His work ethic, the way he work every game, the consistency, the play, the level he play. Likonen should be with my team if it was my team for sure. 65. Okay, thanks. Okay, coach. What about Bergeron? The problem with Bergeron is my concern is about himself. Do he really want to play at the team and with modification like Montreal Canadiens? It could be a good asset for the Montreal. It depends how much money he wants to get. Do he really want to leave the Boston? I don't know. We talk about Bergeron. We talk about Letang. But we need to targeting a right defenseman before I get a center. Because my right defenseman cost me much money. And I want to be sure I can get that kind of defenseman I can get about that one. About that. What are the UFA next season? All of you players you may want to keep our Art Walker on the ice. Exactly. That's what I'm looking for. All right. What are the Dixon? What I'm looking for? Okay, Glenburn is the one over there. All right. After that, you have Lankholm and Anaheim. That's the number 2 over there. That's really the 2-1. I forgot one in my head right now, but that's maybe the only 3. Then you have to Letang. Here we go. Letang, Kleinberg, Lankholm. That's a really big one. Now the Piquet Subban, the right defenseman, right, and the others, they are the next categories. And that's maybe the one I'm looking for, my second pairing defenseman. Play maybe with Edmondson or Chariot, depends what I'm looking for. So that kind of plus I can get about $3 million per year. And then my first one, Glenburn or Lankholm, But I think Langholm is a left defenseman. But Letang, that would be add more for the Montreal Canadiens. Valentino, add, welcome aboard. What about Rem Pitlick? And the reason I did not put him there, Roger, I like him a lot. But at some point, I will have to figure out what I do with Lekanen and what I have for the rest after that. Pitlick is my bubble players. And until I did not see him a lot for him, I gave an advantage for Lekanen. But if Lekanen go, Pitlick straight right there. So it is great to remind this for everybody, Roger, about Pitlick. I really believe Pitlick could be the one for Lekanen. It's all depends what I get for Lekanen. If I don't get something solid, I don't give Lekanen. And I'm talking about have to be better, a prospect, at least second round pick or a first round pick. Or if not, Lekanen stay with me on my team. Canadiens Montreal, not me too. Okay, all right, sound good. It's still there for yesterday about that one over there. So that's what about on my forward at that moment. And I think Michael Robinson said something, maybe miss Michael Robinson after him. I said something, not, and Kelly Matthews, not, okay, all right, sound good. Johnny Golden, Shane Wright, tonight, 1 goal, 1 assist, 4 shot, and 1 star. He's the man. Next move. How I get my players. You cannot put all your energy, guys, on a one direction. You have to put your direction to get your player for 3 ways. The trade, the UFA. By the way, I don't like to be that side. It's bothering me. I don't know why. I've ever heard that side that way. UFA, draft, and trade. That's the 3 ways, and I need to balance that. I cannot to get only draft. And I cannot build only UFA. I cannot build with trade only. It's a 3 location. I can get the best of the best to get that on my team. From that. By the way, don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Thanks, Johnny, for information about that. So that's the 3 direction. The trade deadline could be 1 over there, right? But I will not be too much active at the trade deadline. Maybe 1 to 2 trade. At least some players talk to me, want to get out. And at that moment, I don't know. I know only Petrie. But everybody I mentioned earlier, all for trade. If someone requests for Gallagher, someone requests for Chariot, someone requests for Lekanen, and the Drouin, and anybody, not that I will not trade him, but I want to be sure what I give, I get something in return. It's not, I don't want to give anybody for anybody. They are important, my trade, to restart with something. So that's what I want to explain to you tonight. I don't want to give away Petrie. Let's see what we can get in return, the max we can get with Jeff Petrie. If it's not good enough, keep Jeff Petrie. And we go from there after that. Michael said, I like the type for what you keep, Coach, what I said totally. Coach, if Montreal is succeeding getting right and draft, do you think he start next year in Montreal? Unfortunately, yes. And I will say to you, unfortunately, it's not the bad words. I use the bad words. What I will say to you, I will try to do everything to keep him in Montreal Canadiens. First, it's a little bit like the Josh Norris or the Tim Zozol, the Brady Tkachuk, and then let him play. The problem in Montreal, they get Kokonemi, Kalchenak, and then they put them 10 minutes per game. Montreal never learned to develop players. They never learned to give the right way the young players. Let them go there. We're not good anyway. Let them play. For me, I would say to you, Shane Wright, and with the Montreal Canadiens, it could be a great third center in Montreal. And for me, with time, I would move Jake Evans on my 4 line with Ryan Pullen. That would be my line over there, my duo over there. Jake Evans can pick up some face-off, everything like that. But if I get Shea Wright, I have Zuski, Dvorak, and Shea Wright. right there. Little bit what look Florida Panthers what they did with Anton Lundell. Look Detroit did right now with Lucas Raymond. That's Montreal need to learn to do that. We stink with Romanov and also with Caulfield. 13 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes. That's terrible. We don't have nothing to do anymore. Let play Romanov on power play, on short and dead. Let him wash the locker room. Use Romanov. Use Caulfield. Use Poland. Use the young kids. Let them play. You know what Toffoli will do. You know what Biron, Gallagher. They give. Oh my God. No. And on top, you put me on the wrong way. No, just kidding. All right. Next is if you trade Drouin, can you get a right defenseman? Yes, you can. Of course, Nixon. You can get anybody in return. It's just to find a good match for the Montreal Canadiens. They can get a return. I'm telling you right now, Jonathan Drouin has some good, value at some point. I think a team like Seattle could be on the market for him about that one over there. I think Seattle could look about him. And I think in return, you can get Vince Dunn if I was the Montreal Canadiens. But that's another story. About that, Danny is done. Welcome aboard, Danny. I will keep Gally for 2 more years. Possible, Dixon, because he brings a lot of leadership every time like that. But if I get something in return solid, Brent Clark from Los Angeles King with Villardi, example, I will jump on it. But it depends what you get in return. About that, I would try you on Facebook. I send me, Michael Nateman, Gilroy, too many old fuck like this. Does Hughes met with a lot of players one-on-one? Yes, Johnny. That's what he did all the time. Right now, guys, the business in Montreal this week is off. They let the player alone. They don't want to talk to the players this week. They don't want to do anything. They want the player right now go somewhere and vacation and relax and don't talk about hockey. But before that, they did it. They met Gallagher, Petrie, Carey, everybody, one by one. He need to know that. He need to know what they want to do with the which age players. About that one over there, Johnny. He said he did, Johnny, speak to yourself. Dick, with this year, that 2 years. Andrew, I would think St. Louis would be accurate about Edmondson. Ask Bennington how much he missed him. Yeah, but I think the conversation for the St. Louis Blues, it was a Petrie or it was a Chariot in return about that one. So we'll be interesting about that. Frank Zalazar in the house. The reason Jose about him, he's just a Marlins. He's just an American Hockey League. I don't see him nowhere. So he possibly signed with a 2-week contract, something like that. With Price be leaving, I don't see Price leaving. I maybe see Price retire. But I don't see Price asking Montreal to get traded. But I would not be surprised if he retire because his physicality. Mentally, right now, Price is ready to go. Mentally. The physicality of his body cannot give that chance to do it. That's where he is right now, Carey Price. I think the Londoner and a goalie start next season for Montreal, at least the record defenseman via trade. Possible about that one over there in our tap. They are maybe the 2 best player prospect. They can jump on that area. 2 more to go, guys. Don't worry about the Frenchy quiz. Going to go a little bit later. I need a team. What kind of team I'm looking for? I want speed. I want forechecker. I want defensemen join the rush and transition, carry on the puck. All right? Completely be sure the breakout is right there. And finally, I want to be sure that defenseman is a quarterback as my power play. And Montreal does this, guys. They play a power play 1 and power play 2 all the time. At 23 years old, at 24 years old, they can play the 2-minute power play. Ovechkin does this. Huberdeau Barkov does this. Many of them play. But Montreal, no, we need to sharing the pie, the cake. We cannot hurt the feeling of someone. No. Use them. Let them play. It's not about sharing the pie. It's about produce W. So if you have a defenseman like Glenberg, like Letang, let him play 90 seconds every time. This is what you need. You unit number 1, let them play 90 seconds if you have to. You don't have to go, oh, I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt this kid. I don't want to hurt this guy. It's not about please people. It's a professional league, Dominic Sean. Go with the best of the best all the time. So that would be my kind of team I'm looking for. Full checker, okay, the work ethic, puck retrieval, all right, finish your check, a battle in the corner, win your battle. And that's what I'm looking for. Someone go in front of the net. The back checking guy also need to back check, need to know defensive side. But the title play I'm looking for, that's the D with the speed on my forward to get that kind of transition like Pittsburgh, like Tampa Bay, like Florida. And I can go like this all the time. The next one, that's the last one tonight, guys, at that moment. And I'm going to disappear because I want to be sure you see everything. I need a team with leadership. Right now, we don't have anybody. They are all gone. The Perry, the Dano, the Price, the Weber. We need more leadership inside that team. At some point, when I have only a couple of $1 million to spend, I'm looking for a veterans, 35 years old, have leadership experience in NHL. Like a Tyler Bozak example. I don't say him, but a kind of players like this. You have that kind you add in the team. We miss Corey Perry also in that one over there. So I want to be sure I have leaders. So maybe a Gallagher stay, a Chariot stay, add Edmondson. That give 3 more. You have Carey Price, that number 4 right there. That's sharing the locker room. That's sharing the locker room with those 4 veterans inside the room. All right, mix the veteran young. That's why my point about that. Reflect on the leadership. Mix both inside that one there. Now, developing our players. Cheese, we cannot develop players in Montreal. Cheese, we don't want to give up too fast with them. Cheese, we never put some measure to be sure our developing is our players. So find the resources to give every tools, a power skating, a skilled skating, a nutrition person, and work on individual one-to-one at 12 months per year. And when you go to trade that players, when you're going to let him go, whatever it is, you're going to say, you know what? The Montreal Canadiens did everything to develop this kid, and it does not work. It's time to go. That's to come back to my first word at the beginning. Patient, develop, take time. 5 years, 6 years, 4 years. Take time with the young kids, defensemen, goaltender, and forward. So developing is what I'm looking for inside my organization. We hire a lot of good coach around that one. Not behind the bench, outside, on one-to-one, during the summer, everything like that. Create better analytic. We need to be sure we have a better analytic formation inside that organization. Not only analytic with the number. It's about analyzing. It's about developing. It's about engineering. And because now the analytic of the hockey is so complicated, you have now a chip inside the puck. You have now a chip in the pants of the players. You have a lot of data. How can you have 2 only persons right now with the Montreal Canadiens, and they are usually some firm outside the organization controlling that? Another failure for Marc Bergevin about that one over there. Create better scouting. We need scouting everywhere. We need to have better, double what we have, and hire people more. If you have to stay at home and watching the game all day long, they need to get better. Relationship in the team. What I'm talking about from the top to the bottom. Better communication inside of team. and to connect together. They have a better relationship, to know the human being, to know who is this player, why he's happy to be in Montreal, who is his wife, and know more, and create a kind of family, and to represent the logo, what the logo is all about. It's when you have that kind of passion with dedication, when you bring that kind of love all together, and you care, and you serve them at the daily, day in, day out. That change the culture. And this stuff from the top to the bottom. The usher in the ring is almost important like 240. The driver's somebody is more important, or is important like anybody else. When you bring this inside, that's conclude at the bottom. All in. They all in. They all in. They want in. They want to do that. And then we need a new captain. Whatever Weber is not coming back or not, we need a new captain now next season. We give him 1 year, that's over. That's it. We need a captain. They start with a captain. We need that kind of driver, the boss, and we need to be sure we go all in. And that's the job I can use at Jeff Gordon. This is one of my plans. Right or wrong, I don't know. I just want to sharing with you. I'm not better to anybody here. I just want to give you a 1 hour of my time to use what I believe that's the Montreal Canadiens should do the next couple of weeks. The last word of what I mentioned to you at the end is patient. As the fan, if ever they're changing, it's a 3 or 5 years to do that. And we have to be patient with everybody. And obviously, I will not talk about him. I did not want to talk about Dominic Charm. Why coach? Because he's not part of my team anymore. I don't want to waste my time talking about Dominic Charm. That's the reason I didn't mention him tonight. Like Toronto with one little clock. That's a great one over there. Edmondson for SC. Dixon, no. Toffoli for SC. Luc Lafortune, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Who will be the next captain? It's all depend who is inside the team over there. Honestly, not. Is it Gallagher stay in the team? That's maybe someone over there. Right? Toffoli could be another example, but it take a veterans about 20. Ken Suzuki can be over there. A lot of people consider Suzuki. I'm not sure I will go that one over there right away next season. But it depends, again, who stay with my team. But again, Gallagher would be my first pick for sure about that one over there. Toffoli, never. François Pitre, welcome aboard. No problem, Danny. Okay, Dode is a business for player as many existent too many first guy. About that, John Gregor, welcome. François Pitt, welcome. Luc Lafortune, welcome. Coach, the only coach I keep is Stevenson. It's Robinson. You want to talk about? Coach, do you clear all the coaching staff? No. I keep Luke Richardson. I keep also the goalie coach over there. That would be my two things about that. But Sean Burrows and Litovsky, good night. Coach, are there a show tomorrow? I missed one. I don't see you. Possible, Kelly. It's just a last minute. You need a CK will be there for a long time. That's, again, look, I don't want to commit myself to you right now, but I agree with you. I understood, Adam. That's what I said about that. I agree with you, look. I just said I don't want to mention name right now. It's because I don't know who's going to be there at the beginning of my season, but I completely agree with you. Adam said Gali. I saw that one. Bye-bye, Toffoli, Kelly Love, Edmondson for the C. I tried to catch up with everybody. Could be the captain. He go right there. Frank, minimum rebuild. Look like the old Montreal Canadiens. I apologize if I don't answer all of you answer. I was talking too much. Nick player who will have each other back fight to got 5 in Jose. All the fucking time will be sound. Cause what happened? Price contract if he retires Giroux as a leader. I see Giroux going to Colorado, and then after that, I would maybe see Giroux with Ottawa. But it's funny I will tell you that I see more Giroux with Montreal at Patrice Bergeron with Montreal. I will miss all during the All-Star break. We'll be around, Kelly. Don't worry about that. To make me, I know, cry about that. Every time that. At the end of the show, guys, we always do the Frenchy quiz. I want to respect the time for everybody, and we're going to jumping right away there. So let's dive in there. That's what we at that moment, a Frenchy quiz. And usually we do this, right? Oh, not really, but so this was the old format. Now we have this now. It's a 1 minute. So what happening, guys? You can have 1 minute answer, and that's it after that. All right. If you change your answer, you lost 0.5 point. And I'll try to learn about that. But that's what happening about that. I don't know how many questions I have. I think I have an extra question about that one over there. Giro Ottawa, ça serait cool. Luc Lafortune. It's not all over tonight. It's different like this. By the way, Natalie, that's the first time I see your face. I apologize. I focus on what I'm doing right now. But it's the first time I see your face, Nat. Usually it's I see all the flowers. That's a funny one. I did not pay attention what side is wearing is C, to be honest with you. First question of the night. Someone talk about winter clock. I don't know why you talk about winter clock, but here we go. Winter clock, during his career, do you believe he has 1,700 minutes of penalty? Under or over? At the end of the minute, it's over. Not the question, but the answer, but you have to give the answer before that. Under, over. Over. Michael, over. Luc Lafortune, over. Nat Lafont, over. Kelly, under. Nat, over. Thank you, Nat. Danny said over. John Gregor said over. Danny, over. Enotap said under. Dixon said over. Ron Wicking said over. RG said under. Andy Cuivula said over. Luc Lafortune at that's a good one. It's under 1,690 minutes. So we have four to win. Kelly Enotap, RJ, and Francois Pitre take the lead at that moment. Congratulations for the one they got it. Question number 2. How many players active in the NHL at that moment has 400 goals and more? Like Ovechkin, example, he has 600. All right. So how many players right now in NHL have 400 are active? They are part of the team. 12, 8, 14, 6, 5. Kovalchuk and Marlowe are not active. Right? They are not part of any team. They are not retired, but they are not part of this list. Nicolas said 12. Thank you, Nick. Francois said A, 12. B, Michael Robinstein. Luc Lafortune said D. Nat Lafont said B. Andy Cuivula said D. John Gregor said B. Andy said D. Michael Robinson, he said B, okay. Danny said B. Adam said B. RG said C. Nat Lafont, hello Nick. Kelly said B. And on top said A. Dixon said D. The answer, that guys, is B with 8. So Kelly take the lead at 2, and we have many of you guys, honestly, 8 or others are one answer right now at that moment. Congratulations, Kelly, 2 and 2. The next one. How many times a team come back from a deficit 3-0 or 3-1 and the playoff during the history and NHL? Is it happened 30 times, 38 times, 22 times, 17 times, 26 times? A team come back with a deficit of 3-0 and a deficit of 3-1. Adam said C. 22. Danny said A. Nat Lafont said 22. That's B. That's C. I'm sorry. Jose said D. Luc Lafortune said C. Michael Robinson said D. François Pitt said C. Enotap said A. Adi Kouivoula said E. Nicolas said C. John Gregor said D. I did not see Kelly yet. Dixon. RG said A. Kelly said A. All right, the answer, that one, guys, at the last second, it's A. With 30 time, Kelly take the lead at 3, but in our tap, Danny T, RJ are at 2, François, Adam, John Gregor, and Michael Robinstein, and NL, I don't know, it's NL, have won at that moment. Next question. How many seasons and 13 years Nizam Kadri has a season with plus, like plus 7, plus 20, plus 12, plus 18, and 13 years he played in NHL? How many seasons you believe he did? 8, 2, 3, 5, or 9? Adam said D. Luc Lafortune said A. José Duarte said D. François said D. Andy said B. E for RJ. Enotab said D. John Gregor said D. Michael Robinson said C. Nat Lafont said D. Kelly said D. Nicolas said D. Rondo Coing said C. Dixon said D. Natalie said L and L. I need to put the answer now. All right, I feel like I have everybody. The answer, guys, is D. 5 seasons. Congratulations. Kelly take the lead at 4. And on top, Danny at 3. Many of you are 2, and some of you are 1 at that moment. We're not done yet. Let's move on for the next one. How many goals on power play has Sergei Zubov and the NHL during a season regular? Do you believe he scored 121, 81, 91, 101, or 111? A. Adam. Adam is fast. Jose. Adam says. Adam said A. Luc Lafortune said B. Jose Duarte said B. We have Nicolas said A. And we have Michael Robinson said B. John Gregor said A. Danny said A. Enotap said B. Kelly said B. Antico Ivulo said E. And Danny, what you said, Danny? Said A. The answer that one guy is B. And right now, Kelly take the lead at 5. Enotap 4. We have Danny at 3. Nat Lafont at 3. We have Adam, Francois, RJ, Michael Robinstein, John Gregor, John Duarte at 2. Then we have Luc, and we have other people at 1. One more, an extra question tonight to see if Enotap and Kelly is going to win tonight. And this is the last question of the night. You can Google this now. Since 2000 season, that's including 2000, how many goalies won the Conn Smythe? Alexi, how many goalies won the Conn Smythe since 2000 season? 3, 2, 4, 6, or 5? A, 121. The answer is D. He said, who said D? Luc Lafortune. We have Joe at A. We have Andy Coivula at E. We have Michael Robinson at B. We have 2 goaltender. Adam said C. John Gregor said C. Nick Lafont said C. All are 4. We're still waiting for Enotap and Kelly. Kelly should ensure before Enotap. Enotap wait for Kelly. Kelly wait for that. For it will be funny, guys. I'm going to put the answer. They don't win both of them. Nicolas said D. Francois Pitt said B. Ron said B. Kelly said C. John Gregor said Kelly said C. And Enotap said E. Here we go. We are ready to rock and roll that one over there. But the door opened up for Enotap because Kelly, she's wrong. So Enotap with the E win tonight with Kelly. But he did not because he got D. The answer is D. He said E. And Kelly, she's wrong, but she's good enough to win tonight at 5 and 6. Kelly finishing by Enotap at 4. We have Danny T at 3 with Nat Lafont at 3. Oh my God. Congratulations, Kelly, the winner of the contest tonight. And many people are at 2. And some close at 1, but Kelly with Enotap was wrong at the last minute of the last question, and Enotap could come back and tie Kelly, but he did not. And Kelly win. Cole's Power, here we go. Nat, pretty good, Nat. You did 3 and 6, Natalie. That's pretty good. Congratulations to Kelly. Enotap down and Flame. Congratulations, Kelly. Again, I cannot imagine why these quizzes are so important that need to cheat. Zach Pins in the house. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. 32 likes. That's awesome. RG about that one over there. Kelly, nice job. Everything like that. That's awesome. Great for everybody about that one over there. If you have any question, we can stay a bit more for 4 more minutes. Brady Copa, welcome back, buddy. How you doing? Don't forget to click on the likes. Now, Andy, she don't cheat. She don't use computer tablet. She has her mom, her father, and her brother. They all play together. Same situation, Zach, about Carey Price. He is still right now on the wait for his knee to get better, so expect a couple more weeks, Zach, so nothing changed. Mentally, he's looking great. He's just physically, he's not ready to rock and roll about that. Glad to hear that, Brady. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Not you, Kelly. And I'll tap yes. It's a family things over there. Look. They are great people, by the way, Lucas. This is a great family. How's Piquet Subban? Piquet Subban is doing well. He's finished his contract on $9 million, and it's going to be interesting to follow him next season, but he looked like he's fine for this season. Not too bad. Michael Robinson, we all know NR as Batman on the line to help him. You can call a friend. Do you miss Piquet Subban? Not really, Zach, to be honest with you. He been his time. He really dropped a lot for the last 3 years in NHL, Zach, unfortunately. Thanks, Cole, for the nice word about my family. It's mean a lot. You're welcome, Kelly. You have a great family, great people. About that one over there. Tonight we talk about a Montreal Canadiens guy. If you want me to do an exercise like that for another team in NHL, let me know. I know the channel is about Montreal Canadiens, but if you say, hey, I would like you to select the Nashville Predators. What do you see with them? What you should do? What you need to do? I would be a pleasure to do that. That's not a problem. Subban was overrated in Montreal. Yeah, he took advantage of a couple of things, but the only thing I would say, Andy Koivula, the characters of Subban does well in Montreal. As a kind of the character, he does well in Montreal. Not everybody can play in Montreal, but with him, it was not a problem. How is Evander Kane? I don't know. He maybe have some problem with his arm and his back after he got hit yesterday, but otherwise doing well. 2 goals and 3 games, Zach. So he's doing very good. Can we do a leave one coach? Yes, I can do that. So why we do send Mopet, Francois? I still believe Detroit or Dallas right now for the rumor we heard. Some people send this, Francois. I don't know if you agree with that. Zadina versus Petrie. Me, I would say yes, sir. Philly est dans le même badaud que Montréal. Peut-être pire, Luc, à cause qu'ils n'ont pas de prospects dans la filière de Montréal. Let's have a Muppet Hour show. Subban is a great human being, but he's a great hockey player. Yeah, I agree with you about that one over there. About this, Kermit. What do you think about the Rangers? Really impressive, Zach. Everything with Shostakin is amazing over there. They're going to create some damage during the playoff. It's a team I would not be happy to meet during the playoff. They're going to be really good. Is Subban not? Yes, he's a right defenseman, Dixon. About that. Miss Piggy Raylau. Why Detroit would give Zadina for that's what the rumor is, Francois. I don't get it, honestly. I thought they would give them a 2nd round pick or a 3rd round pick, and maybe with another prospect deeper. But I don't know why he will do that. Philippe Saint-Laurent, welcome aboard, Philippe. Thanks for joining us. Comment ça vaut? Comment il vaut Collat ou bien Paquet de Perrault? Malheureusement, c'est des joueurs de soutien, Philippe. Je te dirais dans une très, très Paquette, pas grand-chose. Perrault, Kulak, je pourrais dire que ça pourrait aller entre un 4e, 5e, 6e ou un 7e choix de ronde pour eux autres. mais Pocket a rien pantoute. Montréal a eu la meilleure année de Subban. I agree with you about that one over there. If Detroit are ready to do this, send him right now. Yes, Francois. Me too. Someone bring this on the chat this week, and I heard this somewhere, but I don't see this possible. Do you know Adam Fox? What do you think about him? Yes, very good defenseman for the New York Rangers. Won the Calder Trophy, the Norris Trophy last season. Zach, really great on the defensive side. On the defensive side, he still continues. I'm impressed by the way he played with his stick on the ice. He poked on the right. It's not easy to go around Adam Fox, Zach. I really like these players, and that's the reason with Chesterkin why the Rangers are looking good with Zibanejad, Panarin. That's the reason why. Me and you, Nat, Ty, we are drinking too much, Danny. Look, rien. Not that would make a great Nat, Danny, is the vino. RJ, schedule update. What topic do you prefer coach to do? Not that. Oh, wow. Good for you, Nat. I don't think so, Philip. I think the Rangers would ask him more. They're never going to give up on him. They just put him on the right spot for them. They believe on him. And that'll be interesting. I think for me, Philip, I will try to get Chariot for Krasov was case. But again, I will not give Lekanen a Chariot. I will keep both of them with the team. More time to celebrate, Danny. Absolutely right about that. For the new people like Danny or other people, that's what we do at the Power Play show. We bring some subject, and then we do 5 questions, usually Frenchy quiz, and then after that we talk a little bit after that. That's give you an idea what we do here. Coach, thanks for a great show. It make me feel better. Thank you. Welcome, Kelly. And honestly, I'm really grateful about your words. But at the end of the day, Kelly, it's not only me. It's everybody in the chat. Make everybody better, feel better, and have a great time all together. Danny, maybe Michael, he left because at 10:24, he go outside for the dog, usually, Danny. We must keep Chariot Saint-Nobel is on the total section. I agree with you, Francois. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, Nat, and happy birthday, Nat. Les Rangers vont être tranquilles, pas de grosse trade encore sur le rebuild. Ça me surprendrait pas qu'ils font une échange, là, une affaire comme ça, Luc, mais je suis d'accord avec toi. Adam, we are a big family. Yes, Jose. Pas de problème, Nathalie. Amuse-toi bien. Prends du vin pour nous. Coach Frenchy, what are your questions as a hockey person and you, and I assume you're a coach or I've been one forever? That's pretty much what you said. I've been forever. I did all the way to the East Coast Hockey League with AAA, junior, video coach, assistant coach, head coach. And I've been this all my life. And then I'm teaching hockey. And now I'm doing a YouTube channel. By the way, guys, maybe you don't know. Remember, we got Jack, help me in top. Jack Han and the chat like a couple of weeks ago. But now he select me to go in the special seminar this weekend with Daryl Betry. So I can wait to be there with Jack, and I will take a note. Every time that I was sharing with you about that one over there. If Charlotte want to stay, I keep him. Look, I agree with you. Yes, big family, a bit dysfunctional, but great family nevertheless. Rouge or blanc? Blanc. Danny, you must ask another top. Did you see Evans went on vacation with Toffoli? I did not see this, Dixon. but I wouldn't be surprised. Merci, coach. I'm a big fan now. You are unique, very engaging. You're welcome, Philip. You're welcome to join us at any time. I love your emoji, by the way. I love it a lot. That's awesome, coach. Way to go. You're welcome. Have fun this weekend. Coach, I'll be around for sure, but I will not be 3 times per day. But I will be back tomorrow at some point. Tomorrow at 12, we don't have one. Maybe at 5 with Inner Tap. And maybe after that, we maybe do the competition live. We'll see about that. You're welcome, John, about that. Nat, have a great birthday, my friend. Michael. Exactly, Danny. I'm not sure everybody fit in your shack, Danny, but everybody. Ben oui, elle a changé sa photo, notre Nicolas. C'est vraiment beau, hein? Elle paraît bien. La prochaine, ça va être une photo comme ça, Nat, mais pas de masque. Thank you, Dixon. Le coach est en vacances comme la Ligue. Non. Je ne serai pas en vacances tout le temps, là, je vais revenir, là. Inquiétez-vous pas. Oui, Nicolas, ma face. Frank, do you think trading Chikron is a big mistake for Arizona? Do you think they should build around him? It depends what you get, Frank, in return. If you get 4 or 3 great players, I will do it. I will trade him. Because I think at that moment, Frank, they are 4 years to become that kind of team. And if they can get 4, example, like 2 prospect at 20 years old and 2 draft pick, I will do it. Example, if the Panthers gave them Zordzif, a first round pick, and another one, Noel, or a second round pick, example, the 4 I just mentioned, I will send it check run over there. Cole Tuck has a nice goal the other night. It's looking great. Was 5 goals, Adam, I believe, right now. What I think it is. Clay Big Yes Sister deserve to win. You like leave a winner, Danny? OK, je vais aller changer le look. Frank, nice idea. I also thought this, Philip. Yeah, it's a great idea over there to keep it. It just feel like it's 22 years old, and they're going to wait a little bit longer. If you have an opportunity to increase your team better, and you know it would take 2 years longer, I will go that direction. But Chikron is a great one for sure. Why sell him? What's wrong with him? Maybe it's probably about timing. Ain't nothing wrong with him, Philip. He was born in Florida. He have a connection in Florida, and dad play work here, and that's the only reason, Philip. They only said we will trade Chikron if we have the right players or the right trade. They will not give it, or they want to, or the kid does not want to go. So the Arizona is going to trade more Lawson Cruz and Philip Kessel, and maybe someone else. But the 2 players I'm talking about are the one Arizona is looking at. Stop flooding. Danny Kelly is way to your league. Changer son masque. Here we go. She's not surprised me, by the way, because I saw her before. So it's not like, but Nat is great. Anyone else in Montreal or not seeing the huge amount of snow falling at the end? I don't live in Montreal, so I don't know. Danny, you are awesome. That's mean a lot. Go live, go. Merci, Danny. Kelly is like another sister. What about me, Danny? Danny, everyone miss at my age. You're welcome, Kelly. You're right, Danny. Do you keep changing your picture logo? No. Nat, she's always have the same sense. I know hers. That's the first time tonight I see her face like that. She always have her laverne flowers forever. Cold Frenchy, es-tu situé sur l'île? Mon Philippe, tu ne me croiras pas, mais je demeure en Floride, à Miami. Donc, c'est pour ça. Je suis parti de Montréal en 98, travailler dans le hockey aux États-Unis. Là, maintenant, je demeure ici. Ça fait 6 ans en Floride. No, coach, ask me no mask. Here we go. Philippe, il est en Floride. Et tout Nat, my little star, to championne. Wow, en retraite comme un Québécois. Pas encore. Semi, ça serait vraiment ça serait vraiment le bon terme pour l'instant, semi. Puis je crois que je vais redéménager dans quelques mois. Mais c'est un secret pour l'instant. We're all children. Thanks, Michael. Danny, thanks. Here we go. Oui, Philippe, mais non. Je m'en vais dans une place qui va être très chaud encore une fois, mais c'est vraiment pas à côté de moi. Je m'en vais pas au nord, ça c'est certain, mon Philippe. Coach, you do some I use a lot. It's funny. And all that. Geez, sometimes you read in my mind. It's crazy and all that. About 1 minute ago, and all that, and one Philip, and so I said I maybe move somewhere else. I look at him. I look at him. I said, geez, I look like him. La Pierrette Patate. Philippe, tu me fais penser que quand j'étais petit, j'allais au Roi de la Patate à Shawinigan. Au Roi de la Patate. Let's all make a picture face if you want. Kelly, I cannot get a picture on here. José, un secret que tout le monde se doute. En tout cas, mon Luc, je passe mes journées entre les vidéos que je fais ici. Là. Je regarde les vidéos de là-bas. Là. J'arrête pas de regarder. Ouais, le Roi de la Patate. Mr. Clean, Adam. Yes, Nat. I tried to go for the initial draft, Natalie. So I should be there at some point. I will let you know for sure. Le Québec il est nulle part comme ici. J'adore être Canadien. C'est très bien, mon Philippe. Ben d'accord avec toi. Moi, c'est le travail qui m'a fait partir, sinon j'aurais resté. OK, photographe, Montréal, coach, Monsieur Patate. Coach, do you think the NHL should make an all-star game 5 versus 5, 2 versus 3? Honestly, the 5 versus 5, Frank, is getting boring. It was the score like 16-5. I think for marketing, for the people that's not too much hockey, I think that's a great way, 3 versus 3. But it's you can debate about that. For me, I like the way they do this right now. But for me, the All-Stars are about marketing. It's about promotion. The players met each other, the family. And I always said to you, do one in South Florida next year, one in Vegas, one in California, maybe one in Arizona. Do at a location where it's warm, it's tourist, and the players take advantage of that with their family, and also gave an extra day off for the player NHL and enjoy their time with whatever they are. So for me, that would be the way I would do that about that. More that direction, not more what's going on the ice. I can get your autograph. Dixon 4 versus 4. I think with Tom Wilson, that's possible. Happen more Dixon this weekend. Game is more expensive because in Vegas, Adam. Because honestly, Adam, is because it's all about ESPN. They put a lot of money on that one over there, Adam, and ESPN does it, and that's the reason why It's CANVA. Avec moi, je pars du Québec, province de pauvres. Luc, ça a surpris mon homme comment ça coûte pas cher pour aller là-bas. Nicolas, je réponds aux questions. Quand ça va être terminé, je vais terminer. Je n'ai pas d'heure précisément. Là. Demain, on n'a pas grand-chose à faire. Donc, je m'en vais au gym, c'est tout. D'accord avec toi, François. John, warm-up show, Hughes et Guinée. Yes, we're going to have a warm-up show, Bob Guinée and Ken Hughes. Là, tu irais où? And I tap, yeah, I will be going next year since it's here. Gonna buy my ticket soon and they come out. Awesome, Frankie. Cole, will you do the All-Star game? Possible, Kelly. I'm still debate for that one over there, but possible. Merci, coach. Merci, Philippe. Bonne soirée, toi aussi. Puis, go, oui. Mais pas cette année, je te comprends, mon homme. Puis, j'espère que c'est inscrit avec notre famille de Hockey National Show. Oublie pas de t'abonner puis cliquer sur le petit pouce en haut. Puis, on attend de te revoir très bientôt. Bon, ben, bonne nuit, mon Nicolas. C'est très tard pour toi. J'espère que tu as du hockey en fin de semaine. Pas de problème, mon Philippe. Ça fait plaisir. La Belgique ou la Suède, Luc? C'est pas dans mon intention, Luc. Pas de problème, mon Philippe. Non. Belle région, Luc. La Belgique, la Suède. Tant qu'aller là, en Suède, en Belgique, pourquoi pas tu n'iras pas en Suisse? Great show, comme je coach. Good night to all my friends. Mr. Enotap. Mon Nathalie, ben, t'as bien décidé pour moi. C'est en plein là que je m'en vais. Enotap, always a pleasure, my friend. Have a great night. Enotap, I will let you know for tomorrow night what kind of show we do. And we'll go from there. All right, Michael Robinstein, have a good night, buddy. Enjoy your rest of your night and sleep well with the dog. Ouais, c'est en plein ça. Moi, je pensais que je te l'avais dit, mais je n'étais pas certain. Dans les préparations, là, il me reste des choses à régler. Je suis en train de regarder là, comment je pourrais avoir ma... Il faut que je comprenne je ne sais pas, peut-être Luc, quelqu'un qui comprend en français, qui comprendrait les... J'essaie de voir comment que je pourrais avoir ma retraite du gouvernement au Québec, au Canada, à quel âge, puis toute la quête. Je suis en train de travailler sur ça. Puis en même temps, je suis en train de regarder quand j'irai. Moi, j'essaierai de vendre toutes mes choses durant l'été. J'irai à Montréal. J'irai là-bas pendant 1 mois. Mais après, je reviendrai. Puis là, je vendrai le reste de mon ménage ici. Puis là, je partirai. La Suisse, c'est comme l'Arabie, tous les riches sont là. Minimum 5 ou 60. Ma cousine m'a dit que tu peux l'avoir à 59 ans, mais je pense que c'est du Québec. Il y en a 2, hein, Québec puis Canada, puis ça a l'air que tu peux l'avoir à plus jeune. Mais tu n'as pas toute la foule, tu perds de 40. Puis moi, à cause j'étais au Québec juste pendant 36 ans, je pense, 34 ans, ou 32 ans, je perds de l'argent aussi. Dixon, have a great night, Dixon. Have a good snow. François, le visa resté, tu parles-tu de moi ou tu parles de Luc? Pour moi, le visa, ça dépend. Il y a des différentes visas. Il y en a, c'est 12 000, il y en a, c'est 10 000, il y en a, c'est 18 000, il y en a, c'est seulement 5 000, mais il faut que tu mettes de l'argent, de prouver dans la banque, des affaires comme ça. Ouais, c'est à peu près ça. 60 ans, pension Québec, 65 Canada, mais tu perds pas tant que ça. OK. Merci, Luc. tu as différents visas, François, comme... ouais, j'en ai 3. J'ai regardé 3 d'eux autres, là. Mais il y a une chose que tu peux faire. Oui, l'Équateur, c'est une autre place aussi. Il y a une chose que tu peux faire, François. Tu peux rester 90 jours là-bas. Après, tu t'en vas à Bali pour 1 mois. Puis là, ça coûte rien. Voyager de Bangkok un peu partout, là, ça coûte rien dans l'Asie. Donc, je m'en irai peut-être à Malaisie pour 3 mois. Je retournerai après ça à Phuket. Je regarde Phuket, Pattaya. C'est les 2 endroits que je regarde. Je regarde vraiment Phuket. Donc, c'est là que je regarde. Ben, mon condominium est à vendre si jamais vous l'avez, vous voulez l'acheter. Donc, look 5-3, don't wait. Non, Nathalie, don't look her age. Alors, Danny. Je peux te référer à un ami qui regarde à déménager là-bas. Ah, ben, Nathalie, tu lui diras, lui, elle. Lui ou elle, c'est base sur combien d'argent ça fait ça se passe sur combien d'argent ça fait dans ta vie. Ouais, look, vu que j'en ai pas fait tellement au Canada, je m'attends pas. Mais si je suis capable d'avoir à peu près 700$ par mois, parfait pour moi. This has turned into the Hughes FRENCHY show. No chance, Danny, to transform Nat as a fence. NFL new hockey coach, new Giants, Brent Dabble. Thank you so much, RJ, the Mr. Update. That would be perfect. I don't need a lot after that. That's why I want to... honnêtement, je peux vous le dire en français, là. Je suis en train de regarder de repartir un autre vidéo channel ici pour les voyagements. Donc, quand j'irai là-bas, ben, je ferai des vidéos sur la plage, puis comment ça fonctionne, puis des affaires comme ça, je regarde ça. Il y en a beaucoup qui le font, mais quand même, ça m'intéresse peut-être de faire ça. Vu que le hockey, c'est le soir ici, là-bas, c'est le matin, à partir de midi jusqu'au soir, je peux aller faire des vidéos pour mon autre channel. I'm a star and hands are fan, sorry. Here we go. Frenchy is the man, Jose Duarte. Hands, abs. And not stop to take too much wine right now. What? I'm thinking about this. Like, I could start right now, go to Miami, South Miami, and walking on the street and show the beach and everything like that. And I don't know. I am very close. Because, you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. I have nothing to hide. I did not know what this website or this channel will go. Between you and me, I was sharing. I make about right now $500 per month with the YouTube channel. So it's not good enough to survive. Good to get this one right now. But if you count my hours and hours, it's bad. But my goal is maybe in 1 year to get 1,000 per month, and then in 2 years to get maybe 2,000, 2,500 per month, and that would be enough to do that. That's my dream, to do that on YouTube channel. So I'm sharing with you that because I have nothing to hide. I'm really humble, and you guys make it friends. The fact you're here with me every night, that's priceless. That's the reason you changed my life, and the reason I'm more happier every time that. So between you and me, I just want to sharing what I'm thinking. Jose, we need you, Jose Duarte. Maybe a couple of more drink. You made me like to leave. Yes, Adam. My first video on the traveling, Adam, it would be on Hooters restaurant. Plus 2, Luc. 55. Talent, pour moi, c'est pas une bonne idée, mais c'est pas ma vie. Ouais. I still love you, Habs fans. Danny, we love you also, my friend. We love you. The shark. I still have you picture with the fish. And every time I forget, I need to bring that one now live. And then I got a picture from Jose about the snow. Yeah, autre chose que les odeurs, ça. They just opened one, and they don't have one in Phuket, but they have one in Pattaya. But they have a lot of other things in Phuket, yes. The water is beautiful over there. I'm too old for that, Mr. Francois, but I would definitely look around anyway. But that would give me a chance to visit Malaysia, Bali. Bali is not expensive to live there too. It's just I need to learn a little bit more the Thai language because the worst thing over there, the people take advantage of you. It's more the taxi, everything like that. So you have to be careful. So I'm learning all the kind of stuff. So you have people live there for a couple of years. I'm reach them and talk to them and go from there. Who knows? Maybe stay here after that. Thank you so much, RJ. I appreciate a lot for your comments about the New York Giants. T'as encore 5 ans pour engraisser ton chat avant d'avoir ta pension du Québec. Oui, bon, Luc. Mais il paraît que ça prend du temps avant de l'avoir, donc il faut que tu commences, là. Et aussi, Luc, il me manque 2 ans pour avoir le 100% à cause que tu dois rester au Québec pendant 36 ans, je crois. Donc, il y a beaucoup de choses à penser, ce côté-là. On va voir. Bon, mais bonne nuit, mon Nat. En sortant des nouvelles, bon vin. Puis encore une fois, félicitations. Happy birthday. It's 11 o'clock, guys. I think I will go myself, too. I think it's time to go. Just check the notification about when I'm back here. If you are subscribed to the show, click on the bell and you're going to get the notification. 99.9, I'm back with In Our Tap tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. No show tomorrow at 12, 5 o'clock p.m. with In Our Tap. And then the scale, I try to figure out if it's worth it or not, but I will let you know until tomorrow night. But before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Ken Hughes going to the bed now. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was great to do the power play. I love this show. I always love that time of the night where at 9 o'clock we can sharing. Hopefully you enjoy my presentation, my plan for the Montreal Canadiens. Obviously, George Monson is not going to follow my plan and hire me. But until then, it was fun to be with us. So I wish you an amazing, great night, and I look forward to you next time. Until then, remember, be well, be healthy, and find a way not only to dominate your day, find a way to dominate your year 2022. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Ciao. Have a good night, Kelly. We love you too. Thank you so much, Adam, for the chat. Jose, have a great night. Merci, mon Luc. Une chose à retenir, c'est certain. Non, François. Certainement pas. Cosmos Star. Welcome aboard. Don't forget to click on the likes. Have a good night, everybody. Don't forget to click on the likes. Merci, mon Luc. Ça fait plaisir. Thank you, RJ.
Should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would
Oh, yeah.
follow